Poland is based, you guys. From taxation to immigration, we're going to talk about it. Let's start with the taxes. This is according to Newsweek. This is huge news. This is a quote directly from Newsweek. They say Poland's new president, Karol Nawrocki, who came into office in August, has signed off a zero income tax law for families with 2 or more children, following through on one of his campaign promises. And this next paragraph is so based too. They say both biological parents and those with parental responsibility over children, including legal guardians and foster parents, would be eligible for the exemption. Poland does not recognize same-sex couples through either marriages or civil union, or their families, banning them from adopting children. Unbelievably based. Like, so good. Let's just go through the list for a second. They're eliminating income taxes, which is great. They are favoring people with kids to do that, which is amazing. They are not allowing gay couples to take advantage of tax laws or take advantage of children. It just does not get better than that. Poland right now has a super low fertility rate. It is one of the things that they're struggling with most, despite being a pretty conservative nation. If you look at that area of the world, Czechia, Slovakia, Poland, these are very conservative nations. If you've ever visited there, I visited Czechia. It's like a paradise. It's freaking awesome because people there are actually conservative. Their governments, like if you look at Czechia specifically, which is what I'm a little bit more familiar with, there's really no left-wing coalition at all. There's no left-wing opposition. Like it's just right-wing or more right-wing. And they're good nations because of that. One thing they are struggling with, though, is the low fertility rate. Right now, it's at 1.2 kids per woman. The replacement rate is 2.1, obviously. The U.S. is also below the replacement rate right now. And because of that, I think 100% the United States should do this. They should have this policy. To be clear, this is just I think it was the president of Poland signing off on this. The legislature still needs to sign it. It seems likely it will get signed, but it's not set in stone yet. I think the United States needs to do this. Obviously, there's a huge push right now in the U.S. to eliminate income tax. I think that we need to start with the people having kids. I don't think income tax should just be eliminated for everyone because there's just not an equal level of people actually contributing in this country. It just does not make sense for us to treat people who have kids and people who don't as the same because there's a different amount of contribution. I'm sorry. The marketing director millennial who has 0 children is not the same as the stay-at-home mom with 5 kids. They're just not. The stay-at-home mom with 5 kids is contributing infinitely more to our country than someone just working for themselves. By the way, this wave of conservatism in Poland, it's not just taxation, it is also immigration. Poland's been cracking down hard, just like the United States. Go figure, they don't want a ton of people coming to their country from random places, especially the EU right now. Leftists are saying Poland is racist for enforcing their borders, which is always what the left says. Joe Rogan on his show this week actually brought this up, perfectly outlined why that's a BS argument.
When an all-white country wants to stay all-white, where people get very nervous of. If you have, let's say China. Like, China is Chinese people. We all agree that it's filled primarily with Chinese people. Yeah. There's people that live there from all walks of life, all over the world, but it's mostly Chinese people. If China had decided that they wanted to remain Chinese and stay Chinese and that being Chinese was very important to what China is, no one would have a problem with that.
Yeah. When
a country like Poland does it, you're like, oh, those white people, They want to keep everybody out. They want it to be all white.
Yeah. And
because that's post-World War II. That's post-Aryan race talk. That's post-Nazi stuff. That's what people are legitimately freaked out about. That's the most recent stain in our history where we look back and say, wow, that was close.
To be honest, I don't really think it has anything to do with race. If you were looking at a 3rd-generation Polish-Indian family in Poland, I think that they're just as assimilated as anyone else. What it really comes down to is, did you leave your old culture to go to that place, and how long have you been there? So like the melanin in your skin does not matter, in my opinion. But again, don't tell me that white Poles can't keep Poland. If you want Indian, go to India. If you want Chinese, go to China. You could see from this graph, by the way, that these policies are always more successful than the globalization crazy policies. You can see this is average annual wages from 1994 to 2024. For those of you just listening, Poland is top dog if you look at European nations. It's not even close. They've gone up 225% in the last 30 years. Slovenia and Hungary are the closest one. By the way, Slovenia and Hungary, very conservative nations as well, especially Hungary. Hungary has, very conservative coalition right now. At the very bottom, you've got very, very left-wing places. You've got places like Germany. You've got Italy, Spain, and then the United States is in the middle, if you look at that. So for as powerful as the U.S. economy is, it's not even close to what Poland is looking at right now. Granted, Poland had a pretty rough go of their GDP since they were part of the USSR for a while, so they started lower than us. But still, if you just look at their growth, it is because of these conservative policies. New reports right now are suggesting that Poland is supposed to surpass the UK in GDP by 2030, which is crazy because, again, the UK has been free. It's been a free nation now forever, and Poland is just now only 30 years departed from communism, and they're thriving because of their conservatism. So the real question is, which way, Western man? What are you going to do? Become like the UK with a stagnant GDP, high crime, and rampant immigration? Or are you going to be like Poland with a thriving culture, high GDP, and lower taxes? The progressive left is a cult, guys. I talk all about it in my book, A New Cult. Go check it out right now. It's on sale on Amazon. I talk about some nut stories you're not going to want to miss. Go check it out. The link is in the description below. Thank you so much for watching today's episode, everybody. Please like the video so other great patriots like yourselves will see it. If you're on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, please give the podcast a rating so other people will see it there. And you can tune in every single weekday at 6 p.m. Eastern for the live show, or you can watch another video right here.